Welcome back, my people. Good morning, all. This is Chimprotech World Group. We are called in this estate to come and check exactly what is happening in this generator house. As you can see, we have one generator here. This one has an issue. It has faults. We also have another one here. This one has faults too. As you can see, we have another big one here. It has faults too. There's a problem with it. I will explain to you right away. Also, coming to this place, we have our sumo here, which has been tripping off. I've refuses to pump. When it pump, it will trip off. When it pump, it will trip off. When it pump, it will trip off. Here are the breakers. From the first, let me explain what is wrong with this generator. This one, the first day we came, we checked on the generator and we found out that it's not starting at all. It's not starting at all. So all we just have to do, if your generator is not starting, you check if there is oil. Once there is oil in the oil sump, then all you have to do is to remove the air cleaner, then service the carburetor very well. The carburetor has been blocked. Service it very well, then open the plug and also service the plug, and you are good to go with this one. So that's exactly what we did. We service the carburetor, service the plug, and we are good to go. Now this generator is starting very well, but it's not powerful. It's not powering the sumo. So since it's not powering the sumo, what could actually be the problem is the valve. Is the valve setting. You lock the valve a little bit for it to be stronger and have more power. Then you start it. If it refuses to pump water, power the sumo, then know that your engine is weak. So you have to work on the engine. Thank you. So for this one, this particular one, this one normally trips off. So it normally trips off. Whenever you on it, it trips off. Whenever you on it, it trips off. So we also service the carburetor. As you can see, we have serviced the carburetor and we have on the generator. Generator is now answering. We service the carburetor very well. So we also use it to test if it will definitely pump water. Now here is the valve. All you have to do, you just open the valve. Here is it. I have opened the valve. Here is the tappet. Here is the tappet setting. As you can see, already I have serviced the carburetor. I have serviced the carburetor very well. I serviced the pilot jets from the carburetor. Then I flush the system of the carburetor. Then I started the generator. It's no longer tripping off because I have serviced the carburetor. I have removed the whole dirt from the carburetor. Now it's starting perfectly. It's no longer tripping off. But if it is not bringing out enough power to start the sumo, what you just have to do is to come to the valve. Check if the valve is at compression stroke. Once it's at compression stroke, make sure it's not loose. They are not loose at the compression stroke. Once they are loose at the compression stroke, then you have to tighten it and make it a little bit stronger so that it will have power. All you have to do is to keep rotating from the starter. As you can see, I'm drawing. I'm trying to make sure that the system, that the valve come to its compression stroke for me to check. So once you keep drawing, as you keep drawing, you see they are loose. This is the compression stroke. Then you check the gap between. If the gap is too wider, then you have to use your 14 and 10 mm spanner. Then you tighten it a little bit. If the gap is too wider, you tighten it a little bit so that it will be very close. Then once it's very close, then you cover it. Know that you have given it a little bit tension that can be able to start the sumo. You have given a little bit power that can be able to start the sumo. I clean the plug. Then if it doesn't start after that, then know that your engine is faulty. You have to rework on your engine because the power has gone out from your engine. It has losing a little bit of compression from the engine. So you have to work on the engine. You have to open the engine, maybe change the piston and the rings and make it more tighter. God bless you. This is it for this particular one. Now I have already serviced the carburetor. I have started the engine. The engine is starting, but I will use it. I will test it with sumo to see if it's powering. Welcome back to the bigger one. Here is the bigger one. We receive a complaint that the bigger one doesn't come up at all. They wanted to use it to pump water. As you can see, we have already removed the carburetor. Here is the carburetor with our hand. We will need to service this carburetor right now. As you can see, here is the pilot jet. This pilot jet, we have to pull out this pilot jet. Once you pull it out, there is a hole in that pilot jet that is always the fault, always the cause of the generator not coming up, or the cause of the generator jerking, wobbling, vibrating. That's because there is a hole in this pilot jet. Once you remove the blockage from the hole in the pilot jet, then you are good to go. Then you service the carburetor. I will service this carburetor right now, service it properly. Then I will fix it back. As you can see, I've already opened the carburetor sitting. I've also serviced the plug. I have also serviced the plug. So I will service this carburetor right now. Stay tuned. As you can see, I've opened this carburetor. As you can see, I've opened this carburetor. You can see there is dirt inside this carburetor cup. There are dirt in there. You can see also there are dirt inside this carburetor too. There are dirt inside this carburetor. So I will service it. I will pull it out. But there is nothing much in the carburetor apart from the dirt. You just clean the whole of the dirt. If you clean the whole of the dirt, then this is the pilot jet. I'm removing the pilot jet. As you can see, I took the pilot jet out. As you can see, I have removed the pilot jet. This is the pilot jet. I will clean in there. When I clean in there, I clean this hole in the pilot jet. There is hole there. There is hole there. I will clean it. When I clean it, I will couple it back. Then here is what I will do. There are also hole there. So you use your screwdriver, then open it. I'm opening it. I'm bringing it out. I have brought it out. You see, there's another one there. Yes, I brought it out too. We have two inside here. So I will clean the whole of this carburetor. Wash them with fuel. I will wash them with fuel, then couple it back. Stay tuned. As you can see, I've cleaned the pilot jet. Just like I said initially, the only thing, one of the reasons why your generator will not be able to come up, or your generator will start jerking, or vibrating as if you want to go off, or jerking, is one of the reasons, and the cause is from the carburetor, and that carburetor is from this pilot jet. As you can see, it's from the pilot jet. That is the reason why most people throw away their carburetor. It's because they fail to service this pilot jet very well. The hole that is inside that pilot jet, there is hole inside there. If you fail to open it very well, and you will think that your carburetor has damaged, has spoiled, and you will want to throw it away to buy a new one. So I'm just trying to show you that this is actually the reason why most generator are not picking up or are jerking. Now I've serviced the pilot jet. I have also serviced the whole of the carburetor. As you can see, I have serviced them and the pilot jet. Now I will start coupling them one after the other. Stay tuned. Here is the pilot jet. I put it in its slot. I have put it there. That's the position of the pilot jet. Then this one, I will put it where it belongs. That's the position. Then we have this one too. See, I've cleaned it very well. I will put it here. Then put this one too. Put this one. It's okay. Then we have this one. I'll put it here. It's okay. Then I will cover it back. When I cover it back, then I will install it and put it back in the generator, and the generator will start working properly again. As you can see, I have coupled back the carburetor. I have positioned everything in place. Here is the carburetor. I have coupled it back. I will put the foam. Here is the foam of the carburetor. Then I will put the cover. Here is the cover. Everything is in place. Then I will tighten it. Yes, I'm done with this generator now. I will start it now. We have started the generator. As you can see, the generator is running. God bless you for watching. As you can see, initially, just like we said initially, we started this generator. We showed you the voltage then. Now the voltage is at its zero position. When we first put on the generator, it was at 200 voltage, which showed that it's producing light, and this generator now is working. Is no longer tripping off. Now in this other one too is working now accurately. We put it on. You see, we finished servicing the carburetor. Before, it wasn't starting. The pilot jet was blocked, so we now open the pilot jet with a pin. You have to use a pin, a sharp tiny pin, to open that pilot jet there. Then clean the carburetor, fix it back. Now it's working. It's coming on easily. God bless you. Thank you for watching and remain blessed. See you in our next episode. Thank you.